I'm going to teach you guys a hack for cleaning these bugs off, stopping them from etching, destroying your paint. They're a mess on your glass. We don't want them to sit on plastic. Bugs, as they're sitting on your vehicle, will start to etch or scar. But it's best, what I'm going to show you, if you have a ceramic coating. PPF or paint protection film is even better, but it's kind of expensive. Ceramic coating, a wax, or a sealant on your vehicle will keep those bugs from sticking as much. When you go to the car wash, remember how it always says spot-free rinse at the end. They are filtering out the minerals from that local supply, the tap water. Tap water that you have at home has minerals in it, but those minerals in your tap water, if you were just to come out and hose these bugs off and go in the house, you are going to leave nasty water spots all over your vehicle. Getting water spots off is a bear. So I'm going to show you a hack on how to not to get those water spots and clean just the bugs off without having to wash the entire vehicle. This Works HydroShot is one of the many brands that are on the market. It looks like a pressure washer gun, right? It's battery operated, comes with a hose so that you can drop into any water source and you could walk around the car and take a bucket of water. People take them up to the lake to spray off their boats and jet skis. But here is the hack, and we're going to do a little science lesson. This is a TDS meter. They're only about $15 on Amazon. So on the left there in that little picture is just tap water from my home here. And there's something different in that bucket, and you can buy it at any store. So we're going to turn this unit on. I'm going to drop it in. And there it goes, flashing red a little bit. Right now it says 141. If you have anything, your water source is anything over 20 or 30 parts per million is what this is showing, then you have the potential to leave minerals on your vehicle and leave ugly water spots. But here's the catch, folks. Go get a bucket. Do not fill it with water from your home. Go to the store, wherever you can buy it the cheapest, and buy distilled water. Not purified drinking water, not healthy drinking water. It must say distilled. This one I filled with my filter system, and I know from the meter that's on that CR Spotless right now, it should be about 10 or 12 parts per million. So let's clear this, and we should see this is still under 20. We'll drop it in, and it's reading 13, showing green. There are many of these units available online. I love the way the Works HydroShot. It's a nice little 20-volt battery. Trigger lock, quick disconnect here. But you'll notice on the end, you can start with a needle, like 0-degree spray. But when we're spraying bugs off, we want about 15-degree or 25. If you were just rinsing a car off after washing, you would use 40. Let me add real quick, this hack or method is amazing on motorcycles. Harley Davidson, your front windshield. Maybe you went for a ride, the bike is washed, and you just get bugs. You just want to spray the bugs off. I have a video on my YouTube channel, Waxman Vids. Go check it out. Motorcycle cleaning hack. So here's what we do. Quick disconnect. That snaps in the one end. Comes with about a 15-20 foot hose. That clamp or weight is my concoction. It just helps me get that filter for drawing the water at the bottom of the bucket. Let's check it. Now, if you get a brand new unit like this, you may have to hook up to your garden hose to prime it the first time, and then after that, it's going to work. So let's prime the HydroShot. It's going to suck up some water. All right, and there we're getting a spray. But I'm not just going to start spraying these bugs. What if we could spray a chemical on there that will melt them all over the front end, the mirrors, the front windshield? I'm not just going to show you one. I'm going to show you two. On the right is DIY Details All Clean. Great for cleaning door jambs, wheels and tires, dirty panels on the side of your vehicle. But it's amazing on bugs. If you buy DIY Details All Clean, go to DIYdetail.com, use the code Ohio. If you buy it in the trigger sprayer, it's ready to use. You can go ahead and use it. If you buy a gallon, you're going to need to dilute it 15 parts water to 1 part all clean, but that's a whole nother story. I don't want to lose you. What about this one here? The Gyeon is an amazing company. Gyeon, Bug and Grime. Q2M Bug and Grime. How about we test that one today? It's got a nice quality sprayer on it. We're going to turn this to on, and this is key. Do not do this in the hot sun. Give these chemicals time to work on a cool surface to the touch. Your glass. You don't want these products to dry on any surface that you're spraying them on. So let me repeat that. 2 big things. Distilled water, do not let these dry. If you see it starting to dry, wet it very quickly. But I'm going to take the Bug and Grime product. I'm going to turn it to on to the spray. Okay, there we go. What I like about Gyeon's Bug and Grime is it kind of does a clingy, foamy action. We're spraying these right on the dry bugs. So in the evening, when your vehicle's cool to the touch, spray a light mist on your buggy front end of your vehicle. Same with your Harley. Okay, we'll come up here. Back up the camera a little bit. On the mirror. On the glass. Bug and Grime is not an expensive product. I think this is equivalent of about a 14-ounce bottle. It's 400 milliliters. There it is, 13.5 fluid ounces. It's only about 12 or 13 bucks. Where do you buy it? Online, some of my favorite sites are autoality.com. Auto, A-L-I-T-Y. Here, let me show you the sticker. I shop from them a lot. They're out of Pittsburgh. Free shipping on many of their items. So you'll get free shipping on each one of these. So they're only about 12 bucks. Oh, look. Got some bird poop. Sure, we'll hit that. Bug and Grime. So it's good for dirty areas. Also on the sides. If you had a bunch of road film, traffic film, mess, before you wash, you would do the same technique. If you were using a pressure washer at home or hose, we would give a chemical a chance to work on those areas. Now, so what? We have 13 ppm water in there. Let's start at the top and work our way down. Okay. We're going to rinse these sections. The last point I'm going to leave you with is you must wash all of this residue off. Okay. If you're using distilled water the whole time, use your bucket. You might have to add another gallon or 2 if you're running short. I have about 3.5 gallons in that it's a 4 1/4 gallon bucket from Chemical Guys, available on Amazon. Type in Clear Chemical Guy bucket. They're 2 for 20 bucks. Great little bucket. We must rinse all of this residue off. Do not leave it sit on your vehicle because you don't want the stain or leave any residue. So it's not so much, let's turn it to 40 degree. I'm not worried so much about blasting the bugs off because the chemical has melted them. We just want to rinse all the residue and the bugs that are left off. I mean, I'm not really even using much power here, but it seems like it's really rinsing off those bugs very well. Okay, I've only used maybe half a gallon and I ran for what, 30 seconds to a minute? Let's go to 15 degree because we're a little farther out. You can see how the chemical's kind of laying up there. But it's taking all that road film and dirt with it. I'm not even touching the vehicle. We've only used maybe 1/3 of the water so far. Without that chemical working at him, you'd be having to spray for a long time. Unless you have a good ceramic coating, you'd have a hard time getting all those off. Let's go over to this side. And we'll do the front bumper last. You want to see the 0 degree? You want to see some power? So that's good for really knocking the bugs off. So once you get your stuff knocked, then turn it and do a good rinse. You can see it kind of, that bug and grind. It's like an oily film. See that? And as I rinse it, it breaks right down and rinses away. Look at that. Kind of cool. I've never really seen it like that before. Again, rinse until all that residue is gone. If you have a DeWalt power tools at home, DeWalt sells a gun like this on Amazon for around $110, and you just use your batteries. And that's got a good amount of power. The heavier duty unit power sprayers like this will go through water a little quicker. So you see, this is a tedious process. It's kind of fun. You can sit out here in a lawn chair and blast the bugs off. But I'm still got about half my water left. So let's see if we can use the rest of that water and knock off the bugs off this front bumper. That was kind of cool with the zero, wasn't it? Let's do that again. My battery. Let's pop this off. It comes with a charger. I still have 2 bars left. So I've only used 1 battery LED. This thing was sitting up in my shelf for a while. I didn't even charge it before this. So it comes with the charger and the battery. So see the big bug right here? Let's see if the bug and grime help get that off. Yep, gone. So those chemicals really do a great job of starting to melt the enzymes and everything in those bugs, that organic material, so we can rinse them off. Let's do 20, here's 25 degree. If you wash a lot of vehicles or motorcycles and you can afford it with your budget, go get a CR Spotless or another system like it on the market. You will thank me, because I'll come home in the summer and just the front end of the vehicle, I'll take my electric power washer through the filters and blast those bugs off and walk in the house. Because we're not going to dry this. We're going to let this water dry right on the paint here tonight. And you'll see there's no spots. Give it a final rinse. No residue. See, there's some white residue that must be flushed. Let's imagine, what if a bird pooped all over the side of your car? Drag the bucket with you. Got a dirty back end of the vehicle here. Say you had a bunch of pollen. Spot for your water. What kind of water? There'll be a quiz on this. Distilled water. That area is not ceramic coated. That one is. Big difference, isn't it? That's some testing that I'm doing. So just showing you, if you don't have water beading, you need some protection, folks. Coated? Not coated. So that's strip. All right. If you have any questions, comment below. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you take something from this. But it's a tedious, but it's a hack to just spray the bugs off. We're going to let this dry. We'll come back in a little bit. All right. So it's been a little while. As you can see, the water is starting to dry on the vehicle outside here. You can see a couple areas, but there's no water spots. Again, distilled water. I hate to drive it into the ground, but I don't want somebody to accidentally spray their vehicle down with the wrong water and let this dry. You would have a water spot mess.